Coach, can you
Yeah.
Coach, can you talk about Drew and his last game, both offensively and then what he did with Paul George in the fourth quarter defensively?
Well, we just knew that he'd get to that point. He's just been struggling, but sometimes he's been a slow starter, but he always seemed to pick it up at some stage. I thought it was his best game overall by far that he's played this year. Thought he did a great job. Thought he did a great job on Paul George. The guy ends up with 33 in 26 minutes, but I think that's more about who Paul George is than the defense that Drew played on him. I thought he did a great job on him, but you're talking about one of the great players in the league, I think. But I think he had some stops down the stretch when we needed him most, so I thought that was good.
And with all the injuries to the team, can you talk about the starters for tonight's game?
We're still in the process of kind of deciding that, but yeah, we got a lot of guys banged up. But one of the things that we tried to add this year was depth to our team. So we keep talking about next man up. So the next man has to step up, and we'll see how that's going to work out. But more than likely, we'll probably add each one to the starting lineup, and then we're still thinking on the other spot what we'll do there. But we have enough guys to play, and everybody has some guys out, and you can't worry about it. You just got to play the guys that are available, and they've got to step up. We have to step up collectively as a team.
Coach, Drew got all the accolades against the Clippers, but how nice is it to have Derek Favors playing the way he is, back and healthy again?
Well, he is healthy, and I think when he's been healthy, it doesn't surprise us the way he played last night. Obviously, the 20 rebounds is a career high, so thought he did a great job of seeking the ball and then going and getting it. But that's what we anticipated when we signed him, that he would be a good, solid guy, anchoring the defense, and then be able to do some things for us offensively, as far as rolling to the basket and being able to finish.
Coach, what's the challenge of trying to defend a guy like Bam and a bio who can do so much offensively without having to score a lot of points?
Well, I think we should be talking about Kendrick Nunn. I mean, Bam is a great player, don't get me wrong, but I think that what this kid, Nunn has done has been, phenomenal. It just doesn't happen, in this league where all of a sudden, you're not in the league, and then now you're the leading scorer on a team that's got a really good record, and you seem to be the guy that they go to early on. But Bam is a great player, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think defensively and what he does as far as rolling, he puts so much pressure on your weak side defense, trying to get there and stop the roll. But as I said, watching film on this team, I'm really, really impressed with what Kendrick Nunn has done. I mean, it's phenomenal. He's playing with so much confidence. It's unbelievable. And he feels like, not only does he belong, but he feels like he's the best player on the floor half the time, or more than half the time. So, and he hadn't been that wrong, really. So I think that's the challenge, as far as that. And then obviously, is Jimmy. If Jimmy plays, I know that he's questionable. If he plays, though, he puts a lot of pressure on him. He's a guy that can, facilitate, can create plays for himself as well as other players on the floor, and he's just, he's a gamer. I mean, he just, when you need him most is when he comes through for you.
Coach, you're about to play a Heat team that leads the league in cuts per game. What kind of challenges are they presenting with all that movement?
Well, I just think you got to be solid when you play them. It's not anything that they hadn't done in the past. Maybe they're doing it a little bit more, but they're a cutting team. The thing that's more impressive than that is that, the way they share the basketball. They lead the league in assists, and that's because I think they play very much unselfish basketball, and they're willing to make the extra pass and turn a good shot into a great shot. And that's kind of, I think that's the character of this team in general, and it's been that way, for the last, 20 years. I mean, it's been a team that's obviously shared the basketball and play for each other.
Did Zylan Cheatham, did he get here just today?
Yeah, he just got here. Yeah.
I'm assuming everybody's going to have to be ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we bring them in, and that's why you have two-way guys. So, we'll bring him in. Obviously, we're shorthanded in a lot of areas with Ja and those guys. So, there's a possibility that those guys will have to. I mean, he'll have to play some minutes.
Thank you.
All right.